How's it going, everyone? Liam Catterson here, as we are on the final episode of Season 1 for Attack on Titan. It's been 20-odd weeks of fantastic storytelling, of intensity, but we are finally here at the end of Season 1. Just a couple of more seasons to go, and yeah, we'll be done and dusted with Attack on Titan, because I think Season 4 is the final season, and I think it's coming out sometime this month, I believe. It's coming out sometime early 2020, I believe. But yeah, we are concluding the first season of Attack on Titan with an interesting prospect ahead of us, with Eren now finally being able to turn into a Titan. He was having performance issues, with turning into a Titan, as he was still having complicated feelings regarding Annie and her being the female Titan, and the fact that he is conflicted on what to do. But with a little help of his friends, including Jean and Armin, he was able to turn into the Titan that we know and love, and we should have a very, very juicy episode ahead of us. Round 2 potentially, where Eren could hopefully win, because like I said in the last episode, history, it shouldn't have to repeat itself, and we don't want it to. We're already trying to deviate away from that after the female Titan was caught with, what was it, Plan C, and she was far away that she couldn't call her colleagues to devour her, with Hanji just saying, this time I'll devour you. But she's crazy. I just love Hanji so much. So yeah, Attack on Titan has been a very, very interesting anime for me to get into. It's one of the most more popular ones, and I have really enjoyed the first season so much. It's been an absolute blast. It's been so fun going through this first season and going into this very intriguing story so far. The twists, the intensity that this show carries, it's been absolutely phenomenal stuff. And a big shout out to my friend Kelly as well, who is a moderator and a long-time friend of mine, for sticking by me with this whole Attack on Titan journey. I've been informing her about juicy episodes, and yeah, it's been a blast going through this first season, and I can only hope that Season 2 and 3 and 4, when I get to it, will just be as intense as Season 1 was. So with that said, let's get in to the final episode of Attack on Titan Season 1. This is episode 25, the final part for the assault on Stohess. Yeah, I think I got it right, because I think they pronounced it right, and I think I was like, yes, internally. So this is the final episode of Attack on Titan Season 1. Let's go. It's just really interesting. Oh my god! I was gonna say, it's really interesting how religion has become a very, very focal part. See, oh my god! Yeah, it bodes her an advantage. She just wants you guys to be spectators, not to intervene. Just a nice little cover, isn't it? It was right there. Right there. He's asking the important questions with this beautiful music. Oh Lord! How do you like getting yeeted? But he has to make those sacrifices. Oh Lord. Oh. Yes, he is. It's sacrifice. Like, these buildings get destroyed, all of this, it's sacrificing, but it's a push to humanity, dude. Oh, shit balls. Oh my god, Eren! Jesus, this is brutal! Oh. Come on, Eren! Oh my god! Holy shit, the animation! Oh! It's like Eren has just gone Super Saiyan. Holy shit! Oh, yeah. She is. I was going to say the religious people are going to absolutely have a field day. I'm so... Oh! What the fingers... Go, girl! My girl!
Annie. 落ちて。
He's not even flinching! Oh, wow! Holy shit! Oh! Yeah, they feel. Whoa, 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 whoa! Protecting yourself, which is good. Yeah. That, I can't read all of that at once. Come on. No, that was tense. That was very, very close. You just see Eren just go absolutely off it in terms of it's like the monster consuming him. She's trapped in there, isn't she?
このまま兄から何の情報も引き出せなかったら何が残る
It's a bit of a kick in the
その人生を失い
guts.
謎
のみで行う必要があったからです。だが、それによってストヘスクが受けた被害についてはどうお考えか。我々の実力が至らなかったからです。
Like it's all that like you don't know how where this direction could have gone.
やつをこのままにしていれば壁は破壊され出せるとは思えんが、はい、不可能でしょう。つまり無駄骨なのか。
He's not one to beat around like with excuses, but
アルミンの言う通りだ。俺はやり損なった。
yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say that's why he didn't go for her. Like he was like that humanity crept in.
はい。俺たちからか。 なんならこのまま死んでもいいってくらい。
エレン
Dude.
化け物になって巨人を駆逐したとして、それは人類の勝利なのか。
I can see where Jean's coming from as well, like, humanity would be defeated either way in a sense, because...
食べて
But I don't think you could beat Titans with your humanity.
敵の一人を拘束したことは大きな前進です。そう、
That is true.
奴らは必ずいるのです。一人残らず追い詰めましょう。壁の中にいる巨人を全て。今度は我々が進撃する番です。
Exactly! Attack those Titans! Still need to get to that basement. Interesting! Oh no. Oh no. You can stay away, buddy. You can stay away. Yeah, that was pretty something, and that's very concerning, that, like, ending shot. Not a concern whatsoever. Not concerned whatsoever. Yeah, that was something. Like I said, I did not expect what went down in this episode to be something that I would come up with in terms of predictions. Oh, this is going to happen. Especially with Arnie. Like I said, it's a very, very bold move, so you can try and prevent the Survey Corps and all those people from learning a bit more about you. It's just a bit dangerous, it's risky, and yeah, but it was absolutely phenomenal stuff. We got into a bit of Arnie backstory, we got Eren, who just went 100% the monster, like, becoming 100% the monster. It was all that talk of, you have to toss aside your humanity, and Eren did in a nutshell, although he did regain a bit of it at the very end before he was going to absolutely destroy Arnie, because he had that moment of freeze, which I noticed, and instantly thought, okay, well, that's because he's seeing Annie, and Eren's taking a bit of control there. And Levi did what he said he was going to do. If Eren gets out of hand, he will pull him out, and there we go. So yeah, I really loved how this episode went by, as well as Erwin on trial as well, like, because he got absolutely scolded for carrying out this very dangerous plan, which you can understand, especially when you saw all the religious people that was praying for security get absolutely destroyed, and that was because of Eren as well. Like, yes, Arnie's fall did crush them, but it was Eren who was, like, she didn't trip over or something like that, and so that's a testament to Erwin's plan being a bit, a bit, like, skeptical in terms of the military police, because lives have to be they have to be extinguished in order for humanity to progress, and now we can attack those Titans. We can attack on Titan, should I say. So yeah. No, it was a really good finale and absolutely insane stuff. Brilliant conclusion to the season of Attack on Titan. So I've just spent some time just reading and comprehending what the hell was going on during the midway title sequence of that long ass text that that occurred after the battle between Eren and Annie. And it's very, very, very interesting. So in layman's terms, basically, there was this miner who tried for years to basically dig under the wall so he could live in Walsinna. And the wall goes deep underground, very, 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 very deep. And it's like, it feels like it's surrounding the world they're in. So yeah, and then what happened was this guy goes missing, and so does his friend at the end. So there's this huge conspiracy that is going on. And then we have that bit where I'm sure that's a Titan in the wall. I don't think it's breaking into the wall. That was my first hunch, but could there be like Titans in the wall? That would just okay. So this is going to be very, very interesting. I'm very curious about the two people going missing as well. Like that's no coincidence. Something is going on. So I don't know what the hell that is all about. The two people going missing. No coincidence there. Like they were very, very intrigued about the walls, and then suddenly after their discussion, the guy goes missing, and so does his friend. No coincidence, is there? So yeah, I was very intrigued with that story. That's a very, very great information drop to place after a very, very intense episode where a lot was happening anyways. Like, it's like your mind was like, you have to watch this episode a couple of times, I feel like, to basically have everything settle in, because even before that big ass thing, there was a lot going on between the Eren and Arnie battle. Like, the fusing part, I was very, very compelled with that. Eren just going completely off the rails, saying that, I'll destroy the world, I'll be free. Yeah, that was very, very intense. There was a lot going on. I was so thrown into the moment, and it was very, like, not just that, but the fighting itself, the animation, it was very, very intense. So I was just completely thrown into this whole shebang, and it was absolutely tantalizing stuff. So yeah, but yeah, shout out to my friend Kelly who said to watch until the very end. Glad I did, because now we have a creepy ass Titan within the wall, it looks like. So yeah, that's great, isn't it? And I'm very, very compelled with that, like, with that Midway title thing, with that long ass text. Like, I'm very curious about that, and and you could say I'm wanting to dig deep into this conspiracy, because it's a very, very interesting piece of information, and I'm just very, very compelled with those. Like, I'm not so sure. Like, humanity seems to be surrounded. They do seem to be literally caged. But I don't know. What if the Titans in the wall? Like, I don't know. It kind of seems godlike, doesn't it? Like, I don't know. I'm trying to summarize a cohesive explanation to all of this, but with the Titan in the wall, the humans trying to like dig their way around, like, what if the Titan? Like, I think I made a mention about this, I think, earlier in the season. Like, what if humanity, like, what if Titans are the better part of humanity? Like, humans get, like, we're seeing, like, I think this was when Eren became the Titan, and I was suddenly thinking, okay, so what if Titans are like the next step, basically. So that could still be prominent with this, if the Titan in the wall is anything to go by. I don't know. I have a feeling it's very, very godlike, especially if you have humans like trying to like, if you have miners trying to get on the other side of the wall, and then mentioning about the wall, and then boom, you're taken. So yeah, it's very, very interesting. I'm not so sure what the hell is going on. I'm sure we'll get some further explanation to this, because this seems very, very pivotal in conjunction with the I don't know, it does seem very, very pivotal in conjunction with the final scene of the Titan in the wall. But yeah, yeah, there was a lot going on. Like, Annie as well, like, she's frozen in that hardened crystal that the armored Titan the armored Titan, it was very armored Titan-esque, wasn't it? But her ability to harden an area that's encapsulated her body. So she's frozen, and I'm wondering if, like I said, I'm wondering if that's like cryogenic, like she's there's no worry about her being fed and all that jazz. So yeah, but that was a good point that Erwin did raise. Like it was a very very good low blow from Arnie to freeze herself up, denying humanity that privilege of exploring a bit more. But now they've maintained. They've got Annie. They are now able to like wait for her to basically be released if she is going to be released, and I think she will be, especially with her backstory about her father. Like, her father says that he was wrong and being too late to ask for forgiveness, all that shit. And it was very, very interesting. Like, I'm wondering if that's all down to Arnie becoming the Titan. Like, there's a similar backstory going on to her and Eren. So, with Eren's dad and the whole Titan shebang. So, yeah, I'm wondering if that's going on there. Not so sure, but her dad seems to be very, very vocal about, like in regards to her channeling into that aggression as well when she was beating on Eren, and she was reminding about what her father, like what was going on with her father and how he was wrong and being too late for forgiveness. So yeah, I'm really curious to see where the story does go, because this is the thing, I really love this show so much. Like, it does a very, very good job at telling a very delicate and beautiful narrative. Like, it touches upon the world in a fantastic manner, and this show does a very, very fantastic job in terms of storytelling. So I really, really am compelled by the show so much. It's a very, very fascinating show, and I really love going into this, and bits about the wall and what's going to happen with Arnie and Eren tapping into that monstrous form and all of these things. Like, it really does hook you. So I really love it. So yeah, but I will say that, like, that Midway titles thing with that text, it's very creepy. We had Erwin as well being lectured regarding his actions, although, like I said, Erwin did make a good point about at the very end of the episode. So yeah, I gotta say, I just loved him not flinching when the two Titans were going at it. You had everyone was like scurrying about, and then Erwin was just like, yeah, didn't even flinch, and that shows how very, very like how hardened he is as a character. Like, he doesn't flinch whatsoever, especially with humanity as well. At the end of the day, he's willing to sacrifice buildings, lives, in order to make the best step forward in terms of humanity's victory against the Titans. So, yeah, I just really loved how this episode went by. Eren was very concerning as well. Like I said, going back to that "I am free, I will destroy the world" comments, and then Levi having to cut him out as he has promised to do if things go too far, which they did, because Eren was about to kill Annie, but he did have that. I did catch that hesitation. And I did at the time think, okay, is this Annie? Is this a bit of his humanity creeping in? And it was. So, yeah, he saw Annie and completely froze. Kind of, and it would be kind of parallel to him freezing about him recognizing Annie before his head got knocked off. It would be a kind of parallel if that is the case. So, yeah, I really love this. And then there's fusing, like, that's a very interesting concept. And then there was the patterns on his face, like when he basically turned Super Saiyan. He didn't turn Super Saiyan. I just dropped my keyboard, so fun. But after he was absolutely annihilated by Annie, after she tapped into her memories of her father, he managed. It seemed like he was burning energy to recover his form, and I'm wondering if that meant a loss of control mentally as well. like he was able to become more of the monster at the same time of him like being able to regain his Titan form rather than just accepting defeat. Because this was a more out of control Titan Eren than we've seen before. So yeah. But yeah, I really loved how brutal this episode was, especially with Arnie being able to use her like metallic crystallization thing, her ability to absolutely decimate pieces of Eren. And yeah, it was just absolutely nuts. It was great. I just love this show. It's very, very fascinating, like I said, and I can't wait to see what season 2 has on offer. So yeah, but with that said, that was the first season of Attack on Titan, and I really enjoyed that finale. Brilliant way to cap things off. Like I said, I didn't expect things to go the way they did. Like there was a lot more that I was not ready for with this episode than I expected it to be, and that's a testament to how amazing this show is. Like I said, the narrative behind this show is just absolutely compelling. It's really careful in terms of the world, and it really does a fantastic job in terms of storytelling, in terms of exploring the entire world as well. Like you had those religious people at the beginning, and I think, like, even though those people are not going to be, like, probably, or, like, then they're not going to have, like, fans or whatever, like, a dedicated fans. Oh, I love those religious people. It's still the acknowledgement of, like, the story it really does care about the world that we're living in. It really does have a nice way of exploring the world, the writing behind this show, because it's just really, really good stuff. So yeah, I just love how delicate and how beautiful the writing is between this show, like with the show. It's not just about the plot twists and the all that jazz. It's also about like exploring other people around the world, like those two kids as well, for example. Of course, they're a parallel to Eren and Mikasa when they were young, and seeing the Survey Corps come back. But like just showing other people's reactions, like Petra's father, for example. We're probably not going to see him again, but exploring how other people are affected, people who are minor, very minor, to the story. Seeing how they're affected is really, really good stuff as well. So, yeah, like I said, I just love this show so much. It's pretty fascinating. And I'm really excited to see what Season 2 has on offer. So yeah, with that said, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right. If you want to check out more of my content, you can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!